care who you with. Niggas know what it is. Put some niggas on the fence. Other niggas that dirty money Karens. Yo, bitch, I bought her. Bitch, get caught her.
Power 108.
Check.
You gotta call that number?
Power 108.9 is the website. Hey, we got an awesome show for you today. Power. Wait up, shout it. 108.9 is the website. It's got some super duper cool people.
With Michael and Friends, so much power.
Mornings with Michael and Friends on Power 108.9. Got an awesome show today. Got some cool people hanging out with us today. And we got a whole bunch to talk about today. As a matter of fact, guess what we talking about today? Nothing at all, because today's Cherie's birthday. Hold on, your mic not on yet, Shawty. Let's try this again. Because today's Cherie's birthday.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to talk about her birthday. Celebrate with her today. Can't believe she's taking cash apps today. That's so.
My spirit.
So 4-year-old-ish. And she brought a friend with her too. Isis is in the building. I don't know if Isis is going to be talking today or not. Is Isis interviewing today? I didn't know she know how to talk. I'm saying, is she interviewing today though?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll turn her mic on a little bit. Hey, today's show is being brought to you by Brian Jobert and L&B Tax Service. Shout out to my man, Brian Jobert. Brian's going to be hanging out with us today on birthday day. And we got a whole bunch to talk about today. As a matter of fact, y'all, I don't know why y'all be messing with President 45. Y'all know he will clap back in a minute. He clapped back at Joe Biden already. I'll tell you what he said about Joe. Also, last night, the Georgia lawmakers were in session last night. They got a lot of stuff done last night. I'll tell you about the airport and Uber and the weed bill and what happened with all that stuff. Also, who else we talking about today? Bride to Be has a heated online discussion about the catering at the wedding. I think it'll be a good topic for a discussion today. We'll talk about that. Nipsey Hussle's murderer is in jail, allegedly. Who is that guy? It was crazy because when I saw Eric Holder, I was like, what? Eric Holder, the attorney general, killed Nipsey Hussle? No, it's Eric Holder. Eric Holder, he's a gang member from LA.
Oh, is he? Oh, I didn't know that.
Who?
Something new every day.
You didn't know about Nipsey Hussle?
Eric Holder.
Oh, you don't know who Eric Holder is, the brother who was the attorney general?
I know him.
Oh, but the killer is Eric Holder too.
Yeah.
I just thought, like, wow, Eric Holder really fell off. He killing people now.
I know, right?
But now I'm just joking. But we'll talk about that. Also, we got your birthdays and shout outs. And speaking of birthdays, it's Cherie's birthday today. We're going to be celebrating with Cherie. You got anything special planned today?
Yeah, we're hanging out at the One Cigar Lounge.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah, are you coming?
No, I can't do cigar lounges.
No, it's a side with no smoking. It's Grits and Jelly Butter Band.
Oh, nice.
You should come.
Sign me up.
Michael in the building.
Oh, you know what? I think I got to go to LA tonight.
You know what? You and your out of town trips.
I'll let you know.
Days.
I gotta look at my itinerary and see.
Latasha, can you make sure he in the building?
Mornings with Michael and Friends. We'll be right back. What up, Clarissa? Hey, Latasha.
Hey, Latasha.
Power 108.9. Wake up, let go. Oh, my timing was off. Power 108.9. Wake up, let go.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to raise this my joystick. I like my to be high. Ice is in the building, y'all. What's up, Kia? Hey, cousin Kevin. I love you too. What's up, Keisha Clark, girl? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Keon.
Okay, hold on one second.
You share
with
his
Michael
live,
and Friends only on Power 108.9. Shouty.
TK's bringing you that.
Hey, D, what's happening? Hey, Rachel. Good morning.
Share
TK. What's up, guys? What's going on? How you doing this morning? This fine morning from the west side.
I can't complain. It's just another day in LA.
That's what I'm talking about. So today, what is the weather looking like in LA? Like right at this moment? Because it's probably like 4:30 in the morning, right?
Ice is in the building running things.
Nice. Yeah, you got a point there. Hey, so last week we talked about 50 and
all right, y'all. So y'all can call in and talk to me today.
When is the wedding? That's what I want.
As soon as we open the lines up, Keanu expecting a phone call from you and your student, like a little happy birthday. you know,
according to
Sheree
Floyd,
type
excuse me, on
thing.
Complex 19, the whole thing started when 50
Like
Cent
nothing to
tried
be
to
high.
take over Al Hayden's
What's up,
position.
Wilfred?
So do you remember way back when, like, Floyd, when 50 Cent walked out
Like
Floyd,
I'm missing
like this was
out.
before the Burger King guy and Justin Bieber. This was like a while ago.
Higher.
50 got his boxing license and was trying to, you know, have Floyd hop on. And Floyd's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And that kind of started the beef. And then in that time, too, 50 said that Floyd owed him some money. And Floyd's like, I don't owe anybody any money. And that infamous watch that 50 was talking about that Floyd doesn't own, 50 Floyd brought it out, showed everybody, like, it's mine. I'm good.
So we taking over
I
Michael and
mean,
Friends Power 108.9 today.
Might be at the end of this
Me
year,
and
we'll see. Floyd hasn't necessarily, 50 hasn't
Kenny in the
hasn't hit back
building.
just yet. But,
Me
you
and
know,
all my
it's
friends.
only a
Y'all
matter of
call in
time.
so y'all can.
So we'll see how that goes.
Hey,
Chat
Tiffany
with
Haddish
us
was in the
and stuff like
news
that.
the other day too. So, but shout out to Tiffany.
Yes,
Like she's doing her
already,
thing,
look.
but she revealed some details about her life.
Yeah, it's crazy.
108.9 is doing the
released a
dang
book a while
thing. Hey,
ago, and then
if you got your
kind of
invite, I hope
talked
to
about
see
her
y'all
life, and
tonight.
she kind of did
It's
interviews
going
about
down.
that. And then in
Tis
a
is
magazine
the night.
interview, she said that she revealed that she was raped
Tis
at
is the
17
night.
by a police today. So she said she told
It ain't
somebody
even gonna be
she
no
doesn't know what
smoking there. It's
happened,
the
and none of it, and
non-smoking
that kind of
side.
resulted in her
Yeah, we're just
being
here
kind of
taking over
semi
because
aggressive
Michael
to
left.
men,
Oh,
so
he's
they didn't
back.
touch her. Which is, if you listen to other
Joe
interviews,
Bear!
always kind of thinking that,
Well,
like,
thank you
she
very much.
stand up
Thanks for
for
joining us for the
even when she
party.
doesn't
Why you ain't
stand
tell me TK thing was on? Y'all wasn't even paying attention.
You know what? I appreciate you.
I bet it's just killing you seeing the soft blood.
Hey, Bessie, happy birthday. I love you too. To me.
Mornings with Michael and Friends. Power 108.9. Got an awesome show for you today. Got some cool people hanging out with us today. As a matter of fact, today's show is being brought to you by Brian Jobert, LMB Tax Service. Brian is in the building. Got a lot to talk about today, too. I got some tax questions for him, too. I saw a story last night that talked about nearly a third of Americans will owe this year. I'll tell you why. He talked about it all last year. Yeah, they owe money instead of not getting refunds. So we'll talk about that today. Also, I'll give you an update on our very own Bobby Cox. Bobby Cox suffered a stroke last night. The former skipper of the Atlanta Braves. He won the World Series for the Atlanta Braves back in 1995. Way before you were born, though. It was way before you were born. Yeah,
Absolutely.
you wouldn't know anything about Bobby.
I like you today, Michael.
Hey, we'll talk about that. And I did tell you, update, LAPD arrested Nipsey Hussle's murder suspect after an intense manhunt. Eric Holder, not to be confused with the former Attorney General, Eric Holder. This dude is 29. He's a gang member. He's taken into custody on Tuesday, about 20 miles from where he killed Nipsey on Sunday, allegedly. He was arrested about 1:30. No further details were released. Police sources say that he and the rapper were known to one another, and it was gang related, but they've not revealed the further details of why or the motive. They just say it was personal and had been ordered, and it had not been an ordered hit on Nipsey, allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. I don't believe that.
Right, because when I think about it, we were talking about it last night. Carter was talking about it on his show last night. Sharice's birthday today, y'all.
Yeah.
But Carter was talking about it last night on the show, and we were talking about the doctor that the work that Nipsey was doing behind the scenes with Dr. Sebi. Is that how you say his name?
Yes.
Sabi. There you go. I got everybody on. Dr. Sabi. And the potential, Dr. Sabi found a cure for AIDS and everything else.
Right.
And mysteriously, he's no longer with us.
Mm-hmm.
Left Eye took a trip over to Honduras a few decades ago. She never made it
I
back.
didn't even know hers was connected to all that.
I didn't either.
Learn something new every day.
Right. They don't teach us that in school, do they? No, they just say Left Eye burned down Andre Rison's house.
That's all they taught me.
That's it. What was everybody all right? Oh, that was the thing. But they said that this guy, had nothing to do with it. But it makes you just start to think like,
doesn't it? Well, I want to say why, but I guess it's about taking the money out of the government, out of these billionaires' hands. But you got to kill the brother.
Right, but and you think about it. Let's think about some of the people that that have been killed during our lifetime. Dr. King, Malcolm X, Tupac, Biggie, Sam Cooke.
Yeah.
Who else? That brother that was on the plane with from Arkansas on the Clinton days. Remember? What's that brother name?
But it still amazes me though that people still believe that that's far-fetched.
Right.
You know that happens, that there's conspiracies, man. The government basically they will make people a sacrificial lamb, you know, to keep the economy at another level, because that's billions of dollars when you start talking about. I'm not saying this is tied to the conspiracy, but when you start talking about exposing the medical field, which is the billion-dollar industry, and now you're taking something that's going to take money out of doctors and the healthcare department's pockets, man. That's major,
especially from because the way the government funds a lot of this stuff as well, man. You got billions and billions of dollars behind that, and
but it still goes deeper than the government. How you can hire a man who looked like him to go kill your brother? Like, it's way deeper than that.
And we go back to why do we think this stuff is so far-fetched when we look at the assassination of Malcolm X?
Yeah.
One of his own partners did it. You go back in the Bible, look who killed Jesus. One of their partners.
Yeah,
man, this thing goes a long way back.
Ben told y'all though, you know, Bootsy Ben told y'all, man.
Bootsy Collins?
No, Lil Bootsy, badass.
Oh, Lil Bootsy, okay.
Bootsy been trying to tell y'all, Bootsy said the people in your environment, in your neighborhood is gonna be the ones that's gonna cross you first.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Been spitting that to y'all, man. Y'all ain't up on it.
Man, that's why
I ain't know about it. I mean, I see it every day though. I live it.
Yeah. Cherie.
Yeah, what up?
Today's your birthday.
Today's my birthday. It's a national holiday, y'all.
I ain't gonna go that far. I ain't gonna go that far. Go ahead and finish out
Holiday. You know, thank y'all for tuning in. We want y'all to call in and talk to us today. Michael got all the topics. I got everything all about me.
Just talk to us or talk to you?
Talk to me. But, you know, call in and talk to me because it's all about me. It's a national holiday. My girl, Isis Kenny, is here. Y'all see Isis? Y'all wait.
Hey, Isis, welcome to the show.
Michael is hogging the camera again today.
Hey.
Yeah, I am.
It's Michael's birthday, y'all. They really
Isis, tell a little bit about yourself before we go to this commercial.
All right. My name is Isis. Isis the nicest. You can call me if you like. I am a makeup artist. I'm also an HR consultant here in Atlanta, and I'm here to celebrate this morning with Cherie for her birthday.
Okay.
One time for the birthday.
Hey, don't do that twerk class.
When she said her name was Isis, I just saw the scene of Coming to America when the twins were rapping. When she started saying that,
my name is Isis, and I'm the best. Other DJs want to feel my breast.
I knew it was coming. Hey, we come back. Brian is in the building.
Yeah.
Ice is in the building.
What is?
Not that Isis, the real
Isis.
No need for TSA.
Isis.
No, please don't come up here.
Hey, we'll be right back. It's Mornings with Michael and Friends. Happy birthday, Cherie.
And it's Cherie.
Power 108.9.
So what did the mighty Isis do back in the day? Did she turn into something?
To Osiris.
When the TV
Hey, Lundy.
show?
Hey, y'all, thank y'all for sharing that video.
Yeah, I remember the TV show. I was doing Michael time, but I knew about it.
I did watch a few.
And then she would say, "Oh, the mighty Isis, or something."
She would descend from the heavens with her big gold neck piece on, and she was white. She was a white lady.
Before my time. Hey, Bessie. She says,
"Hey, yo.
Have a great day, Tamiko. Money Miko in the building. What's up, Robert Knox? Thank you so much.
What's going on, people?
Hey, sorry about that.
Let's get something. It's Financial Literacy Month, which it should be every month because y'all broke all the time.
Oh, look at Michael calling. Brian calling people out.
Oh yeah, I got facts.
Y'all broke all the time. Where you been though? You ain't been here. Where you been in the office? Getting people money? Where you been?
Some of that on planes, trains, and automobiles.
Travel in the friendly sky.
Yeah, getting people money. Well, actually, I'm become a grief counselor now. You know, so Mike talked about people getting small refunds. We'll talk about that. But I'm a grief counselor.
I ain't getting no refund.
I'm a grief counselor because of the small refund.
Tax professional
Whack.
to a
It was
grief
whack.
They sitting there like 10 minutes, like in disbelief. I'm like, we done.
All right, let's go.
That's it?
We done.
$2,000 back?
We done. It ain't gonna change.
They probably like, I'm finding me a new tax preparer, didn't they?
I know. That's why I was so happy for the news, though. Yeah, why you joking?
I know.
It saved us the news and social media putting that report out because people would have been questioning you all day. Like, you don't know what you're doing. I'm 22 years in. I tell you, if you walk out my office and I say this is the best you're gonna do, I can guarantee that that you ain't going nowhere else. But people wouldn't believe that.
No.
The news helped. The
Ah.
news and the social media and all that helped us though, because we would have been in trouble. Like, oh, they don't know what they're doing. Oh, your refund went down $5,000. Oh yeah, they did something wrong.
They did something wrong. Yeah.
And they would have been listening to the coworker who don't know.
We
nothing.
back. Guess who else's birthday it is
Hush
today?
us and don't have nothing else.
Oliver Adams. What up,
My
Coach?
gosh.
Is it Oliver's birthday?
What is
And
it?
Reese Odom. Shout out to Reese.
Mornings with Michael and Friends, Power 108.9. Hey, today is we're celebrating an awesome day because today is Sharice's birthday. Also, Coach Oliver Adams is celebrating a birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
Thanks
Coach
for
is
sharing this
live
day.
on. You know what? Birthdays are brought to you by Coach Oliver Adams. Shout out to him. But we'll talk about, we'll get him shout outs in a little bit. Hey, today is also National Film Score Day.
Oh,
Really?
Yes, it is. Yeah, as the opening scenes of a long anticipated movie begin across the screen, you start to hear some music. It's played, and then you listen, and then next thing you know, bam, it's a whole song. That's what we call a score. But people that actually do scores, like I got a
Yeah.
good friend named Matthew Head.
Mhm.
Matthew was a record producer
Mhm.
and slipped up and got into scoring, and now he's scoring films. Now he does like for OWN Network and
Oh,
places
wow.
like that, and TV One.
Been around
Sco- Yeah, different business.
Where I come from, that wasn't scoring.
What was that called?
What was that then, Brian?
That wasn't called scoring where I come from.
Ain't no
Go score.
Oh, you're gonna score somewhere else.
When you go scope.
Last night, the legislative lawmakers of Georgia sat down and they had to get some work done because yesterday was the last day for lawmakers to get things passed and to the governor's desk. One thing that was on his desk was this airport takeover.
Oh,
You know,
my
the state was trying to
goodness.
take over the airport. They said, nope,
Yeah.
not gonna happen. Not
No?
right now. But move it
Shut
over
it
to the next
down.
one. One that they did pass was a $27.5 billion budget that will give teachers a $3,000 pay raise. So shout out
Woo!
to, I'm about to say Nathan Deal. What's his name again? I can't remember our governor's name again. I just said his name. I'm gonna
Right,
say
what's
Sonny
his name?
Purdue. Kemp. Sean Kemp. Brian Kemp.
Brian Kemp.
Yeah, not
And
Sean.
nobody-
Nobody
nobody wants to know.
5,000 altogether, I believe, but he said he's gonna go ahead and do the first.
Yeah, he did it
$3,000.
3,000. So they got that. Also
They
on the
needed.
table is the medical marijuana jump.
Yeah.
They
Right.
got passed. That got passed last night. So it's sitting on his desk. And
Okay.
then the clock ran out on things like new rural transit options, as well as I told you the airport deal. They're not going to be doing that. But the big one though was the weed and the airport.
Yeah,
The
yeah. I
weed-
want a part of
the
that
weed in the
I want a
airport.
part of that weed right there.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I need some of that profit.
Hey, but that's
We
another
all do.
business that you don't want to, that the government finally decided to jump into because they
Mhm.
saw that they were missing out on money.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And that's what happens. A business is a business. And if the government can't tax it and get nothing out of it, guess what? They're going to find a way to do it.
Find a way.
Oh yeah.
Don't
Mhm.
worry about that. They're gonna find a
It
way.
ain't gonna be from the ground no more though. They're gonna start just growing it in the backyard.
That ain't going to be
Synthetic
real
In the
weed,
lab.
though.
It ain't gonna be real. No,
Mm-mm.
it ain't gonna be real.
Synthetic, just like Big Pharma.
You can still get
Yeah.
popped on a urine test, though.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. You still can't get in there. They're gonna start manufacturing the same place they do the tilapia.
Oh, my God.
Hold on, don't do that, man. Why you talk about tilapia like that, man? That's some
That's
good.
for real too, though,
Two
Brian.
factories right next to each other.
That's some
right?
good
That's some
fish.
good fish.
That's some good fish.
Shout out
How
to
you
the
grow another
tilapia
ear.
family. Hey, you know, and I was also that's funny you talk about the tilapia. I read a story about KFC and why they changed their name. The big rumor of why they was no longer Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Why?
Remember they said they weren't real chickens.
Yeah.
They said they was like
Oh, yeah,
making
they
some
said that a few years
test
ago.
tube baby chickens.
Mhm.
But that's not the reason. The reason was that Kentucky actually trademarked their name. The state Kentucky
Oh.
So they
trademarked their
couldn't
name,
use it?
so they couldn't use it. They
Ah.
could use it, but it would cost them money
Mhm,
to use it. So they decided
Wow.
not to use it in with KFC. Even the Kentucky Derby had to rename their race because of
Oh, I didn't
Kentucky's.
even know that.
Yeah, they call it the race of the roses or
Okay.
the run of
Oh,
the
wow.
roses or
I used
something
to
like
go to
that.
the Derby all the time,
Did you?
every year.
Nice. How's your birthday so far? You good?
So far, it's amazing. Cash apps came in this morning. I was tossing and turning like it was Christmas, y'all. I was like,
Oh, you heard the money coming in?
No, I saw that this morning.
Oh, okay.
That's the
With all
best sound
things.
ever, though.
And she ain't get no ticket this morning.
Don't
No, I didn't
say
get a
that.
ticket.
It ain't
I
over
would
with
have.
yet.
Ticket this
I
morning.
was supposed to have a cake, and I got the candles and the lighter all in the car, but I just didn't have time to get a cake because I didn't want to get a ticket. And I didn't want to call Michael and be like, I'm downstairs. but I'm
But you really not.
really downstairs waiting on him.
So what happened with that ticket though? What was the fine?
$75 later, everybody raise your hand if y'all.
Did you
still
pay? You
pay
paid it already, or you
I
on
ain't had
probation?
no choice but to pay it.
Oh, you ain't had to pay it. They would have put you on probation.
Oh no, I'm glad I didn't pick that option. They didn't give me an option, but I'm glad I didn't pay that option.
Well, you can't pay that $75. They'd be like, okay, we put you on probation, but then it end up costing you like $400.
Oh,
But you gotta pay like $40 a week, and you gotta go down there and see the
fees.
probation. Yeah, ISIS no.
You know how many people was in that courtroom with them tickets though?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh,
That's
Fulton
another
County
big
raked in a
business.
good billion that day.
That's a big business
Oh,
too.
yeah.
The
They raking
ticket
in
and
plenty.
violations. That's another big business.
And that ticket should not be no $75. And I thought, back in the day, well, in Ohio, if you go to court, your ticket is cheaper. It's less.
Okay.
It was more expensive here. When I looked online, it said $3 that morning. And she was like, oh, well, you can't play it online. I got in the court, it said $75. I was like, why I go from $3 to $75?
Oh, wow.
But I
That's
bet you won't
crazy.
text and drive no more.
I bet I won't text Michael and tell him I'm downstairs anymore. I'm not going to text you anymore.
but you said there was a lot of people with those texting and driving fines in there, or
I don't
just
know these
period?
tickets,
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah.
I
They
bet you
don't
a lot
read
of
off
them were.
what you were doing. They don't tell all your business.
I'm so conscious of not doing that no more, because that's the one thing I don't want to do, get pulled over.
Yeah.
Because my license messed up too.
Oh,
My
two.
license.
No, my license. First of all, don't say two.
My license.
Ain't nothing wrong with my license. They is
They tried
saved,
to slide that in.
saved and sanctified.
You know you get in trouble when you tell the officer, okay, officer, see what happened. I ran out the house.
And I told him that too. I was like, I really just trying to text this dude to tell him that I'm here. Open the dude was like, okay, just stay right there.
Right. Stay right there.
Whatever he was doing. I don't know.
That's why you know you get ready to get locked up too. But that officer say, hey, stay right there, buddy.
Yes, they stay right there. They have no remorse for you. But it's my birthday, so I paid the ticket. I got a couple dollars back toward my ticket.
Yeah, they'll listen.
Yeah, listen, because they use those when they sit in the back room and talk. They use it. Yeah, I stopped somebody yesterday. This is
And
what they
guess
told me.
said. They tell them they partners.
for.
Well, I could have let the lady
They
and
gonna
just
give you a
took off
ticket.
running in the car in Ohio,
shoulda.
right? And said I was trying to get to work,
You should have.
right?
That's what you should do next time. Police pull you
No.
over, just hit the gas.
Kill everybody. I gotta get to work.
we were coming down East West Connector one time, Tasha and I, and it was dark outside.
Mhm.
And right there on the connector is two lanes, right? And so I'm riding in the left lane,
Mhm.
and a car comes speeding up behind me, and I didn't know who it was. I was like, "Who is this fool running up on me?" So we're driving down, and then he puts his lights on real quick. Whoop, whoop.
Oh.
And when Tasha saw the lights, I sped up because I knew he was just asking me to move out the way.
Mhm.
And as soon as I hit the gas and that car went, she was like, "Boy, what you doing?" she thought I was running from the police. No, I'm not gonna be running.
I ain't
Right.
signed up for this. I ain't signed up for this.
Like have me on the news.
What you have in the trunk, Michael?
Hey, when we come back, we got your birthdays and shout outs. We got birthdays in here right now because
Who wanna know?
Cherie
Yeah.
is older today. Also, Princess is celebrating her birthday today. Hey, Princess.
Hey, Princess.
Princess does
happy
plays
birthday.
and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Play Rider.
Yeah,
Well, you
so
want to
shout out
book
to her.
me? Did y'all see me on Oxygen this week? We'll talk about that when we come back as well. Booyah.
There you go. Mornings with Michael and Friends. Power 108.9. Wake up, Saturday.
Write that in the script.
You're welcome.
All right, what y'all gonna do for financial literacy month, man?
What's up,
Get out
brother?
there.
Hi, brother. Hey, Darius Jones.
All right, talking about marijuana. I
Is
just
this my
bought
radio
50
voice right here?
stocks
Does this sound like a
of
radio voice?
marijuana stock. So get in the game.
You trying to do
Get in
your
the game.
sexy
Build
radio
that
radio
wealth
voice.
through
Thank you
drugs.
for tuning in to Power
Your
108.9.
Build that
1-900.
wealth through drugs. It's been done for so long. Pharmaceutical
ISIS has
companies been
a
out
great
there making
1-900
millions.
voice.
So y'all get in the game. It don't cost that much.
It ain't on
Reach
yet
out to
this
my
morning.
people. Talk to
Sound like
them.
Miss
see what
Ruff
you
right
can
now.
Right.
do.
It's got to wake
Get
up.
in the game. And so like I said,
Am I going to turn off all of our mics?
I turned off here.
Hey, Tony. Thank you so very much. Wait, I'm trying to. Let me share Michael's live.
Your cousin had called in, but she hung up.
What? You hanging up on my people?
She hung up.
Let me share Michael's live.
Mornings with Michael and Friends. Power Power 108.9. Brian Jobert is in the building with us. LMB Tax Service, lbtaxservice.com is the website. We're going to talk to him about this money today, especially this money that Cherie getting for her birthday.
Yes,
I'm sure that's I'm sure you got to report some of those earnings because we snitching over here, boy.
Bring it in. Let the Lord use y'all today.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry about that. Hey, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Birthdays are brought to you by Oliver Adams, aka the Coach. Y'all know that true power comes from the inside of you. And once the power to live is ignited, change happens immediately. You grab a copy of Coach's latest book. It's called Power to Live Through Obstacles on his website, power2live.net. So, cranking up these birthdays today. Coach Oliver Adams is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Coach. Also celebrating a birthday today, Reese Witherspoon.
Odom.
Oh, Odom, not Witherspoon. I'm sorry. Reese Odom is older today.
Yes,
Princess is older today.
Happy
Gotta say,
birthday, Princess.
Cherie is older today.
And wiser.
And guess who are some of the celebrities that share this day
Besides
with you?
me?
Besides you.
Okay,
I
who's
say
that,
share.
Okay.
Do you know any celebrities that are born today? None at all. Eddie Murphy, 58 years old today.
Happy birthday. I like him.
Young M.A., 27 years old today. Or Young Ma. Is it Ma or M.A.? It's Young M.A. I did that right. All of it, yes.
Yeah.
Paris Jackson is 21 years old today. Michael Jackson's baby
She's doing better.
is celebrating a birthday today. Amanda Bynes is 33 years old today. Actor Alec Baldwin is 61 years old today.
Nice.
Singer from I think she was on a show, or maybe not, or maybe she's just famous. Leona Lewis, 34 years old today.
She's famous.
Also, singer Kiana Lede. Did I say that right, Isis?
I don't know, Kiana.
Yeah, Kiana is celebrating. She's 22 years old today.
Okay.
Seattle Seahawk. I don't know if he still plays for them. Cam Chancellor, 31 years old today. And comedian, actor Aries Spears is 44 years old today. So there's some celebrities that share that same day.
Wait, how old is Aries Spears?
Aries Spears is 44. That can't be right, is it?
No, that's right. I thought you said 34.
Oh, okay. No, 44.
We've been eating and drinking his life.
You said 34.
I did not say 34. Rewind and take back.
Rewind.
Rewind and take back.
Oliver.
You got any shout outs that you want to give?
Yeah, shout out to me. Today's my birthday. My name is Cherie Turner. And I just want the world to know that today's amazing. It's a great day. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in this morning. If you said happy birthday to me, then shout out to you. If you didn't, then you need to start typing. Shout out to Isis Kenny for being in the building.
What's
with me, my bestie.
Good
So
morning.
you
Happy
even
birthday.
share your birthday with, and shout out to Oliver Adams.
Right. And the coach's birthday. You
you don't know who didn't call him. Nobody may have called him or sent him no cash apps.
He put his own stuff in there.
Y'all should go do 2 for 20.
Shout out. You heard that, Coach.
If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you from us. Mornings with Michael and Friends. Power 108.9.
Oh, you got some shout outs. Birthday gifts started coming a couple days ago. Don't I got to shout some people out? Thank you, Michael.
Shouting them out.
These two.
Yeah, I gotta think about the one my daughter sent me. I was crying like a baby. She was like, "Oh, Mom, don't cry."
Mornings with Michael and Friends. Power 108.9. Today's show is brought to you by Brian Jobert, LMB Tax Service. lbtaxservice.com is his website. He's been doing it since 1996. So this guy, he really knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He ain't no preparer.
I'm starting to believe that though. He knows what he's talking about.
He's not a tax preparer. He's a tax professional. Because if you ever listened to the show any of 2017 or 2018, Brian told us what was about to happen with these 45 tax laws.
Really?
He told us. He told us to be prepared. And guess what? We didn't listen because we waited and waited and waited. And then just recently, a story came out that said nearly a third of Americans who will owe the IRS this year received a refund last year, illustrating how much the laws have changed under the 45 administration's new tax policy. Now, nearly 1 in 5 or 18% of those who have prepared or filed taxes owe additional money to the government, according to a survey. Experts estimate that the amounts to about 7.9 million Americans who will have to pay this year after getting money back in 2017.
That's sad. It's a ripoff.
It's not sad, though.
What happened, Brian? What happened?
That's not even including, like you said, 1/3 of the people have to pay this year. That's not even including probably more than 50% of people. No, I ain't even say 50%. I would say 70% of people refunds are down.
Yeah.
So that's not even including those people who it's hard. You know, it's hard now. That's why I say I've become a grief counselor. Because I had a client last night. When you tell somebody who's been getting $9,000 for the last few years that you're getting $2,200 now. You know, that's like
you
crazy.
a grief counselor.
And the thing about it is that people have become refund dependent.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, people can say what they want. You know, but people be coming in the office, you know, and they already have a number in mind, especially if it's been consistent over the years, you know. But we have to actually change our thinking. I told people, first of all, I've been telling people you got to stop being refund dependent anyway. You know, you're struggling for 52 years to get a big refund to pay it all back for what you were struggling for. That don't make sense. Get your money throughout the year. So this new bill, and when I tell people, the bill is not a bad bill. The bad thing is that people just wasn't proactive with it. Nobody told us that this was going to happen other than myself, you know. But the issue is that you're getting more of your federal taxes throughout the year. And so now, because you're getting more throughout the year, at the end of the year, you're not paying as much in. So when you file your taxes now, you could have made more money. And I've always told my clients, the worst thing that can happen in taxes is if you make more money and pay less taxes. That's the most detrimental thing that can happen in taxes. And that's what's happening is people are making more money, but they're paying less taxes in at the end of the year because they're getting it in small increments throughout the year. And so now it's not as if you're not getting the money, you're just getting it a different way, right? But nobody told anybody, nobody prepared, the employers didn't say it, the government didn't say, you know, be cautious, change your W-4s, look at your situation, you know. And because we are not proactive people in a society, not just Black folks, we're not proactive people when it comes to finances. We're not going to look into that situation, you know. And so it's about 50-50 that said that they saw more money on their paycheck.
And you mentioned when you first started talking that many people think that their tax refund is sort of like a year-end bonus for them to get it back. And some people were disappointed this year because they don't get it. How do we change that mindset, Brian?
Some people, a lot of people, you know, was extremely disappointed, you know, that because once again, like I said, people set those amounts in their head. They set them in the head, especially if you've been coming for the last 5-10 years and you've been getting 3,000-4,000, you automatically thinking that's where you're going to be at again. Right. You know, and so it's good in a sense. And to be honest with you, not saying it's in a bad way, but I'm kind of glad it's happening. Yeah. Because now it starts to make people more conscious of their finances throughout the year. Because our biggest problem is living throughout the year. You know, most people are struggling, you know, from month to month, week to week, paycheck to paycheck. Now it have you thinking about things differently, you know. And what I've been preaching for years is successful and rich people now, they get their money throughout the year. They don't let the government hold it. So now if we start transcending our thinking to more success thinking, more wealth thinking, I think we're going to put people in better positions now.
Brian, is there a limit on, because I remember my real estate days when I had, you know, me a good month coming up, that I'll make them changes on that W-4. The W-4, right? Is there a limit of you? Well, let me rephrase that. Is that legal?
It's very legal. It's your choice, you know. But let me put this out here that I always have to say. Stop listening to cousins and coworkers.
Oh, damn. My cousin told me that it wasn't legal.
This whole exempt for 6 months, file 0 for 6 months equals out. First of all, it does not equal out. It does not equal out. So you talking about
don't even sound right.
You know, first 6 months, and then after the first 6 months, we're going to change it, and then we're going to go 0. Let me tell you something. First of all, if you have to change to go to 0, that means your finances are not where you need it to be. Basically, if you go exempt, that means you're getting all your money. They're not taking out any taxes. You get spoiled. If you're getting all your money coming home, so then you're talking about changing to 0 where they're going to take out the max amount. You done set your schedule to get all your money back. So everything now you've done for the first 6 months is to get all your money. So everything you plan, now you go to from that to having 40 to 50% of that taken back, and you adjusting because know why? In July, it's summer.
Right.
Kids on summer break. I got to take vacation. I can't do it this month. August, they go back to school. I can't change it then. September, all right, I'm going to get it done, but I got to get some new tires. The hot water heat is out. October is something. November and December, you could forget it because you got Thanksgiving. I got to do this. Christmas is done. But it's too late anyway. So it don't work because people claim they forget to change it, but the money is so good to you
right
where you don't want to change it and you can't change it. It does not work, people. Stop believing people with that whole 6 months off, 6 months on.
Mornings with Michael and Friends, Power 108.9. Brian Joubert is in the building with us today. Two
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
that I
Brad,
two things that I took away from Brian over there. One, that math don't work. 6 months on, 6 months it don't work out.
Oh,
And the other part I learned too that you could tell he from Louisiana, from New Orleans.
Nola.
You can tell he from New Orleans because he said hot water heater. It's actually a water heater because you don't have to heat hot water.
But we call it hot
It's
water.
not hot water heater.
We call it like that
It's
too.
not hot water. You don't have to heat hot water.
Oh,
You get
well,
it?
How do it get hot?
Hot water
It's called
heater.
a water heater.
but
Oh,
we
that
don't
makes
know
sense.
the
That makes
educational background of your audience.
Right.
Hey, don't do
So
that.
sometimes we
gotta
gotta
say
break
what
it
we know.
down.
This is y'all audience. This
I'm
is the
about
Wednesday
simplicity.
audience.
Booyah! You
Hey.
excited in too.
I'm about simplicity. Because somebody might have called and say, is it a cold water heater or a
Or
hot water heater?
'cause
Yeah,
I
you
So
know
my
about
thing is,
hot
I take
water.
away all the indecisiveness.
Yeah, it's a hot water heater.
Make sure we're talking about the same
You
thing.
don't have to heat hot water. Just
DC, y'all should have
FYI.
been calling it hot water heaters.
Hey man, I saw a meme yesterday. We was talking about the kids on spring break. I saw a meme yesterday. It said, y'all know when y'all be in school, y'all don't eat 2 times a day. I need y'all to have y'all in school stomachs at home while y'all on break. Y'all trying to eat 5 and 6 times a day.
Amen. Just walking and eating, walking and eating, walking and eating. That's what my mom used to say. You ain't gonna walk and eat all day. You ain't gonna walk and eat. Go outside.
When we come back, we celebrating the birth of one Cherie.
Yes.
Booyah.
Yes.
She's older today.
Yes, wiser.
4/3 is the date. Hey, did y'all know that on this day in 2010 that the first Apple iPad was released? Yeah,
Oh,
on your birthday.
Look at you
Yeah.
being
was
special.
connected then.
Look at God.
Look at him.
It was also on this day too that the Unabomber Theodore Kaczynski was arrested as well.
Oh,
Pled
that's
guilty
good. Okay,
in
he was
January
arrested.
1998 to 5 Unabomber attacks in exchange for life sentences
Got him.
without chance of parole. So,
Got him.
yeah.
Got him.
Mm.
Hey, shout
But
out to
that-
my daughter. She sent me a gift a couple days ago. I was like, oh, my daughter ordered something. What she ordered? She ain't got no money. And then I opened it. It was like, I told her I wanted this a month ago. She remembered. I just cried. She was like, why are you crying, Mom? I FaceTimed her and told her it was amazing. It was just amazing for her to think about me while she's away in school. And then I got another gift. Shout out to Latasha Randolph. Thank you so much, all the way from DC. She sent me this big Edo arrangement and balloons. Look, Latasha.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Gifts started coming early. Bless God. What's up? Thanks for tuning in,
Yeah.
y'all. It's my birthday.
Time for a commercial.
Oh, the
I think we
commercial
just
break
talked through the
is-
commercial. We're back. Hey, we'll be right back. It's mornings with Michael and Friends on Power 108.9.
Until you know when it's rough when parents be hating when spring break come. You know, at one time used to like spring. They hate spring break now because that means they're gonna be at home. Kids gonna be at home eating all day,
All
sitting
day.
there
We went
all
on
day. Like,
vacation.
oh, spring break, I gotta get more groceries. Look, y'all ain't gonna be in here eating up all them groceries.
Get your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, though.
About those oatmeal pies.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
you
right.
did. Yeah, they do a whole box of oatmeal pie.
And Twizzlers, and that's why you gotta take them on
Well,
vacation.
yeah,
still
everybody
eat
say
oatmeal
it's cheaper
pie?
to go on
It's
vacation.
cheaper, yeah.
You stay home for 5 days and try to, get a couple of tea because they always gonna invite their friends over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and so that's extra food.
Not
Well,
in my mama house.
My mama didn't. No, wasn't no friends.
It wasn't
coming over.
nobody coming home.
My mama said, no, it's 5 of y'all.
When y'all got the Tupperware bowl for the cereal,
Oh, yeah.
and you just the
Oh.
big Tupperware, and you just pour the whole box of cereal in the Tupperware
I think only
bowl.
guys do that.
Only the guys did that.
That's how me and my boy used to be. We
Hey,
had a big
Shannon,
old
thank
Tupperware. We
you.
took the whole box.
Come party with us tonight, Shandon. Michael in the building. He jumping around today. What's up, Chandries? Come party with us tonight, Chandries. Shandon, I'm gonna be looking for you in the building.
Where you going? Magic? Or Blue
One
Pine?
Cigar Lounge down on Spring Street. I love you, Chandries. Thank you.
What's up, brother Raby?
What's up, brother Raby?
Hey, I got some news for you, man.
Michael got me blocked on his
I'm about to
live.
hit
He
the
just
spot.
put
We
this
talked
big
about
old
it in
mic in front of
October
me.
at the end of this month. So,
I need to tell Michael
not
to
our
move his
spot.
mic because y'all cannot see me. He come
Hey
in.
Ti, yeah, I'll hit you up on that, man. It's lightweight, but it's
Thanks for the
doing a little
love.
something. It's getting in the game, though. But I've been saying I
Your
was gonna
birthday Friday?
get in the
What's up,
game. But
Eric?
yeah, let's talk about that, man. 'cause we can't
You
let
having
that
a party,
industry
Shannon?
pass. What's
Invite
up,
me.
brother?
If you're everything you know it, clap your hands. I forgot my cake today, y'all. I got lighters and candles all in the car.
Is in the car? You wanna go
Somebody
get
said
it?
that your mic is blocking me on your live, like it's on my face.
It's not about you.
Oh, hi, Lynette. Good morning.
Birthday
Hey,
It's about-
Angie
Mike.
was on time.
It's about the host.
Yes, Shannon. Clap, clap. Yeah, Mike is hating over here. Shout out to Michael, y'all. Give Michael some love for having me on the
give
show
Michael
every
some
Wednesday.
love.
I'm gonna have to stand like this the whole show now.
That's when he a boss.
He gonna be in there a few weeks with a back brace.
Right.
Michael, why don't you just fix
Why you
the
back
camera?
there?
You gotta stand up. We need to see you too. We can't even see you.
Why?
Oh, now you don't want to be on my live.
You on? We got this camera. We got this one jumping too.
I can't see you though.
The YouTube jump.
I can't see you.
Oh, I'm good. It's not about me. It's about the people.
But I
It's
need you
about
to
the
be in
people.
here.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's us. It's Michael and Friends with no
It's
Michael.
all of us.
It's
just
Speaking of
me.
us, did anybody see that movie?
No, I didn't.
It is
Thank you, Lynette.
us.
Y'all ready?
I'm trying to figure it out,
Let's
but
talk
I
about
it. It's a
got
little
little
crazy.
more insight on it.
I think I want to see it again though. At first I didn't, but the end makes you want to watch it again
I wanna
immediately.
Finally, some lighting.
Mornings with Michael and Friends. Power 108.9. Cherie celebrating a birthday today. She got her partner Isis in here with us today. She brought a friend with her today. How long y'all been knowing each other?
Oh, let's say about 15 years.
I think so.
Somewhere right
that
now.
sounds right.
Karina is 20.
So-
yeah, about 15 years.
So guess what? You know what that means? We're gonna be playing some this or that today to see
Hey.
who knows you best, me or your friend of over a decade.
You know, me and Michael, where we friends now, child. After them text messages, I be
I
sending
can't
him.
let Michael beat me. That'll be bad.
Hey, it is Cherie's birthday today.
One
Also-
time for the birthday.
On this day back in 1860,
Oh, I was
the first Pony Express riders left St. Joseph, Missouri to go over to Sacramento, California. The trip across country took 10 days.
Gee.
The Pony Express only lasted about a year and a half. They said, the hell with this.
Yeah, that was a lot.
That was Express, Joe. Right.
Surprised it lasted that long. That was it right there.
Right.
It was
That's it.
on the damn pony.
So here's the deal. I'm going to give you this big ass bag and I'm going to pay you $40 to take it from Missouri to California. All right, bet. I got you.
I got you.
Only 10 days. That's
He
good.
got to Sacramento. I was like, man, the hell with this shit. I'm good.
Change my mind.
Cherie in the building
So
with
your
us today.
pony and your bag. What's up, people?
Hey, we got a That's What You Get award.
Oh,
Let me tell you about this social media influence.
Okay.
Her. Yeah, she got in trouble, but yeah, that's what you get. Also, we talk about some of the biggest secrets that parents reveal. Like a woman who has been married for a year told her husband that she lost her ring. She was lying. She just don't want to wear a ring. Another respondent that told that,
How you know she was lying though?
Because that's what the story has said.
Michael's
It was-
version or the real story?
It was on Google.
That's what the
I Wikipedia it. Yep. Also, shout out to Netflix because they sent out emails to U.S. subscribers this week confirming that the prices will take effect. New prices will take effect on April 21st. The email is titled "New Pricing," so you be on the lookout for that. But Netflix is slick though.
What's the old price?
I think it's like $12, $10.
Oh, I
Yeah, it
thought
went
was
up to-
$7.99.
What is going up?
No,
It's
it
going up to
ain't
like
$7.99
11 or 12.
You
We don't
don't
even
know.
know
From 11 to
I don't be
from
checking my
7
account.
to
How much
11?
is it?
because they take you auto debit you and you don't even be paying attention.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I
like
ain't- I don't
$10 now.
Is it?
10 or 11.
Oh, I'm canceling.
But
Nah,
it's free. I just heard it's free now to T-Mobile subscribers.
Oh, okay. I don't
Okay,
mess with
okay.
T-Mobile.
I
I
don't
think I
mess with
still owe them
T-Mobile.
some money.
I want to though for
Shout out to
that.
T-Mobile. I think I'm in
Save $10
collections.
a month.
Yeah, shout out to T-Mobile though. But no, shout out to Netflix though. I can't get rid of Netflix. I'm
I
sorry.
know.
That's the
too
best
good.
bathroom
That's TV.
thing
It's the
ever.
best bathroom. God,
Yeah, the bathroom
so
treat.
magazine,
Yeah, I
no
get
more
you.
Never
magazines.
come out. No more magazines.
Come on, magazines.
Yeah,
Just
I
turn
got a
on the
TV in the
Netflix.
bathroom.
Take
and-
your phone
yeah.
in there.
Man, you take your phone and a joystick, dude. You can sit in there for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Especially after
And
doing
your
one of
legs will be
them,
numb.
doing one of them Epsom salt cleanings, boy.
I've done one.
You know what? The two
Man.
earthly people right there.
Man, my
Gonna
arm
be in
was
there
hurt
for a
so.
while.
Where all this come from? God, dog.
Oh wow! Woo.
Let's get you some magnesium. Jesus.
That is magnesium.
It
Epsom
is.
salt is
Yes,
magnesium.
it is.
Yes.
It is.
Boy.
Your magnesium sulfate.
What else is
about
in there?
about an hour and a half, boy. Guess what? You like, here we go.
Gonna be clean
Hold
today.
Hold my calls.
Oh my god! Woo! Better get your timing right with
Shout
them
out to Ice.
cleanses.
Yeah, you have to, don't you? You have
But you
to.
shouldn't have no problem. If you went semi-vegan, you should be good.
Nah, some of that stuff, the
You still
semi
gotta
part.
clean yourself.
Yeah,
out,
the
though.
semi part.
The semi part still be stuck.
Yeah, the semi part still be.
You gotta break that thing down. But immediately after I do my Epsom salt detox, I run right over to Weight Watchers to jump on the scale too. I
And you be happy. I'm here.
wow, Mikey, you lost 12 pounds.
This morning.
This morning.
Hey,
You didn't even know. This
Shout out to
morning.
Cherie.
maybe I should
Cherie,
get my
Yeah.
dress tonight.
where were you born?
I was born in Toledo, Ohio.
Toledo?
Yep.
Okay. Tell us about your life growing up, because we're just going back to, today is your date of birth today. So we just wanted to go back a little bit and talk about you and celebrate you.
Well, thank you. Shout out to you, Michael, for that. Today is all about me.
And we'll be right back after this
And I
commercial.
just want you guys to know that God is good. I had to, speed my words up to be Gonzalez when you come to Michael. Yeah, I was born and raised in Toledo, Ohio, with my mom and my stepfather. My mom was a single mother for a little while, but there were 5 of us in the household, and I never got whoopings. Everybody got whoopings except me. I was like the favorite child. I'm like the favorite aunt, niece to everybody, the cousin. I'm the favorite. Y'all can tune in and tell them too. And we lived in the projects, and we had roaches for a while, but we never went without. Like, we had the dopest house in the projects. We had all white furniture, white carpet, everything. You thought we was
Y'all
like
never
rich
went without roaches.
without food.
Oh, okay.
we had roaches. They didn't leave us, Michael. But we stayed in church. I grew up in Pentecostal Apostolic. We was in church 12 days a week. Even though there's 7 days, we were
Okay.
in church.
Wow.
All the time.
12.
All the time. And yeah, lost my little brother at 3. So that was one brother. All my brothers have passed away as of today.
Oh, wow.
But they taught me a lot, and I am like the mom, the middle child. So I'm the most responsible one, and everybody looks up at me. I'm the parent to my parents. Shout out to my parents. I love y'all.
Are they still up in Ohio?
Yeah, everybody's there. Nobody's
Okay.
here but me.
Okay.
So, I came to Atlanta, and I came here with a 3-year-old. I was running from domestic violence, and that's how I showed up in Atlanta. I just ended up here, and it's been great 17 years later. My
Yeah.
daughter is 20, off in college. I'm single again.
And that's how we met. That's how we actually met. Tamiko came and took over the show. I think we were doing Marcy's Law.
Mhm.
You guys were working on Marcy's Law and the foundation, it's coming. That foundation where y'all do
The Still Standing
Still Standing, yes,
Alliance.
alliance.
You know we will come for you. She's
yes.
the board treasurer.
Oh, are you? I didn't,
Uh-huh.
okay, yeah. But the Still Standing Alliance, I think that's how we first met, and always loved your energy. You were always how many 5 hours she
What you
drank
do,
this
Mike?
morning, right? You saw when I came and got on the elevator, she jumped in my arms like, God damn,
She
woman,
does
calm
that
down.
That is her energy.
6:50 in the
Yeah,
morning.
Exactly. That's her energy.
But you do have plans for tonight?
Yeah, I do. We're gonna hang out tonight. We were supposed to go on vacation, but I ended up buying some stock instead
Amen.
of going on vacation. Shout out to me and all of my stock. I'm gonna be, $1 million this year.
Good for you.
So
Good
we're
for
gonna
you.
be at One Cigar Lounge with some friends and Grits and Butter Jelly Butter, the band. Those
Okay.
people. Yeah. So it's free. We're gonna come hang out.
Awesome. Brian Jobert is in the building. We're talking about stocks. I think you were talking
Yeah.
stocks earlier, man. You're talking about some of that weed stock. Then you just purchased
Yeah.
some stocks,
got
didn't
some
you?
weed?
Yes, yesterday.
How you get in? I
Yes,
can't get
yeah.
in. What?
Why you can't get in? Who you talking to?
We need to talk
The
to
wrong-
him.
Dr.
Talking to her cousin.
My cousin.
Cousin and
Yeah,
co-worker.
shout out to Rhonda Jones, my financial advisor. But Rhonda had been telling me it was coming to the table, and so yesterday we were talking because she was telling me with some follow-ups, because what I do is I help single mothers. I'll help finance start you a program to get started investing for single mothers. And so it was a few mothers that was still kind of lingering. I said, well, all right, well, what we want to do is for Financial Literacy Month, let's get into doing a few more mothers. And she was like, well, fine. She said, but actually, I just wanted to revisit something that you had mentioned about the stocks, the marijuana stocks. I said, all right, let's get it. I said, y'all got it? She said, yeah. So she was like, this is what you can get it for. She was explaining it, breaking down. I said, you don't even have to say no more. It makes sense. It makes sense. It's various ones. What she told me to do is make sure people call her and kind of let her break it down, because she said it may not be good for everybody
Right.
in every sense, because I have a portfolio with her. So
Right,
my
right.
investing process can be a little bit cheaper than would be
Right.
for you if you got something single,
Yeah.
but still have the conversation.
Yeah.
And that's where we lose at, because we don't get ahead of the curves.
Mhm.
We know it's coming.
Yeah.
So get in now. You know, get in now. So basically, she was telling me that I had some money sitting in an account that was just there. So it equaled up to about 50 stocks of the particular one. I mean, 50 shares of the particular one I got. I said, well, use that to start, and then we'll, you know, revisit it. But you know, I'm spreading the word, man, because we need to get in the game.
Hey, today's show is brought to you by Brian Jobert, L&B Tax Service. That is what he does. He's been doing it since 1996. But as a matter of fact, man, you guys do financial planning as well.
Nah, we don't necessarily do financial planning.
That was provider.
I'm a stay in the lane, you know, stay in your lane type of dude. You know, I don't do financial advising. What I do is I can give you a little surface stuff, but I'm gonna get you to the person you need to talk to.
You provide the professionals.
I tell people I do taxes and business, and I do it very well, and that's where I'm staying. So if you need credit, you know, I see my man Greg Allen on here. Give Greg a call. You know, give Terrence a call.
Shout out to Terrence.
I don't do no credit. I don't do no financial advising. I do some financial advice, but I can't set you up.
Gotcha.
You know, and so anything outside that, no real estate, no mortgages. I ain't trying. I'm perfecting what I do.
Can you? You can't underwrite this file for me, folks?
Yeah. You do in finance. You do everything. So you don't do market. You could make such. You know, it kills me with these tax offices that have they do taxes and 8 other things.
Yeah.
You know, my thing is that you can't be as proficient if you're doing them all yourself. Well, we do insurance too,
right?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, all right, since I see you getting your tax money, what I can help you do is put that over here and part of that over here, you know, and not knocking nobody for having that. But my whole thing is that if I perfect 100% of what I'm doing, the value goes up. And when you get value, you don't lose clients.
There you go.
And people don't mind paying when you have value.
You're right.
You know, but if I'm giving 25% to basically 4 different things, I'm probably going to get a 25% return. So, you know, stay in your lane, you know.
Hey, shout out to your barber who is a real estate agent and he can install water heaters.
Hot water heaters, baby.
Hey, shout out to CC Carter. Triple C is in the building. Of course, Carter, you can come hang out with us and talk about the Steeple Awards that's coming up, man. We can make that happen. Hey, Cherie is in the building with us. Brian Jobert is in the building with us today. And we're talking about people being shorted on them taxes for 2018. The shock value of, man, I'm used to getting $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, and now you're getting a check of $1,500. And you mentioned that you had to be a counselor for a lot of people this year.
It's grief counseling time now. And I'm gonna tell you the remedies. I don't like telling people what the problem is and then don't give them a solution. You know, the first solution, because once again, for the people who just tuning in, the number one issue of why people are owing money is because they took away exemptions for one. That means that you get $4,050 for everybody on your taxes. That's gone. So if you have 4 people, you, your wife, and 2 kids, that's $16,000 credit gone. You know, and so it's hard to make up for that, especially if you have older kids who's not getting the credits for under 17 now. You know, and so that can make a difference. But then the biggest thing is that pay attention to your finances. People are basically getting more money throughout the year. That's why you're owing. You know, and so you're not paying as much at the end. And so the thing you do is your W-4. You got to change your W-4. If you're looking to get back more money or you're not trying to owe, go to your employer, tell them you want to change your W-4. Call me because it's too much to kind of explain the whole process. But all I can say is that top portion that say the A through H on your W-4, throw it away. Throw it away. It jams you up every time. Go to box 5 where it says total number of allowances.
Wow. Teach the people.
Total number of allowances. And if you say, I want to claim 1, go on box 5 and put a 1. Because the thing is that A through H, you say, I want to do 1. I'm going to just claim 1.
It confuses
then
people.
You say, it's going to say 1 for 1 job. Put 1 if you head of household. Put 1 if you have a dependent. Put 1 if you have child care. Put 1 if you have tax credit. So what happens is people putting all them 1s. Now you got 5 1s and you add them up and you put a 5 there, even though you're thinking 1. And you wonder why you didn't got jammed up, but you didn't put 5. You say, I only claim 1. No, mentally you claim 1. But
you wrote 5.
Your calculations, you did 5.
You wrote 5.
So that's why that jams you up every time.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Brian Jobert, that's why he's here. LB Tax Service. We gotta say happy birthday to Reese Odom. Reese is on. She said, "Hey, Reese!
Oh, happy birthday, Reese!
Happy birthday,
Reese!
Reese doing her thing too. I'm so proud of y'all actresses that I know. Like I know some real life actresses.
Real life people get real life checks.
Super cool.
Real life sack checks.
Hey, we also talk about some of the secrets that women keep from their men. woman said that she doesn't tell her husband. Let me rephrase that. She tells her husband that her period lasts for 7 days.
Well, you know, we do have those moments. We do. Y'all get on our nerves. You're like, no.
Yeah, still on.
Girl,
it's day 10.
That or she don't like what she getting.
She don't like what she. That's true. That's true. She ain't happy.
Tell them secrets.
She ain't happy about that beefcake. She ain't happy about that one.
Day 10 of your cycle, girl. You need to go to the doctor.
Right, right.
I went to the doctor.
Well, next time I'm gonna go with you because 10 days.
When we come back, we're gonna talk about Cherie's birthday today.
Yeah, I got a shout out.
She was born today.
Danny? Hi, my best friend.
As a matter of
Danny.
fact, it was on this day, your birthday, 1953. For the first time,
what?
The TV Guide was published.
Yeah. Oh, the TV Guide. Y'all remember the TV Guide? The little book?
Yes. That's why we got the Sunday paper. That's the only reason we got the Sunday. That and the coupons.
And
that's
the
it.
Oh, yeah, the coupons. Yeah,
that's true.
Because they be hidden.
Had to have a TV Guide.
Oh, no. You was fancy when you had the regular. Not outside the newspaper. You went and bought the TV
That
Guide.
TV Guide
Yeah,
book
that
one
TV
day.
Guide
The
book.
one in
Yeah.
color. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, boy. You had some money.
That book is
That's the
the
one we
deal.
You go to grandmama's house. She do all the
Yeah.
crossword puzzles
Yeah.
in the back.
All of them.
Yep. They be done, boy. Like, come on, grandma. She be cheating too. My grandma used to cheat. And do that.
All grandmas used to cheat.
She used to
Hey.
Google back then. She was so bad. She was before time.
Yeah, that Commodore 64, boy.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
when we come back, I'm gonna tell you about oh yeah, the That's What You Get award.
Yes,
we got that
know about
coming up.
her.
Yeah, she's an idiot.
Mm.
And also
Is it just hilarious? Oh.
Who is that?
Never mind.
Oh, okay. Was I gonna say something else? Oh, a bride. Speaking of brides, our partner Joy about to get married.
Yes.
There was a bride to be.
Joy.
She has sparked a heated debate online after refusing to cater for her vegan wedding guests and their special food accommodations.
Well,
She said, "No, this is my wedding.
Mhm.
I'm not a comment. You better eat before you come."
That's what I would say. I
Right.
would say the same thing.
That
Yeah.
vegan is expensive.
I was gonna say.
Well,
it's a
then
little- it could
nobody
be a
get no
little
meat. Then
pricey.
everybody gonna eat carrots and mixed vegetables. Then we ain't nobody getting no meat.
Right, we're gonna do them little
Did you say
sandwiches.
mixed
Do them
vegetables?
mixed vegetables. It might actually be cheaper, Joy. Joy, think about that. It may be cheaper. Just don't give nobody meat.
No, right. Just get
Just
one
do
of them,
veggies.
one of them veggie trays from
Yeah.
Publix or something. Get it from Kroger, because Kroger got them 10 for 10.
Her chef can cook all type of veggies.
I
There's
was gonna
so
say
many ways.
vegan can be just a veggie plate, but with no butter
cheese.
and
Right.
You know.
That's not fair though. For
And
people like me that go to eat, you got to consider
You
those.
don't want to
people.
tell her you coming to
You
eat.
don't
But you
go to her
can't-
wedding.
Right.
You go to her wedding to give.
Don't
gifts.
you tell nobody else
Got
that,
Brian
Brian.
looking.
Don't you tell nobody else that I'm coming to eat. Now you say I'm coming to celebrate, but in your mind you say I'm coming to
And
eat.
you be thinking, I hope they made some good food. I hope they
You gotta
grandma
keep
didn't
it
make it.
100.
No, keep it 100 for them people.
Hey, when we come back, I'm gonna tell you about my wedding rule. Like, if you,
You had a
ever,
rule?
yes, if you ever invite me to be in your wedding,
Mhm.
oh yeah, I got stipulations,
Oh,
You know what?
and I'm gonna tell you,
he come with a whole
You gotta be
contract.
honored to walk down this aisle with my crew.
hey, and I'm gonna tell you, I have not been asked to be in a wedding in 10 years
That's
Because
why
he got a
because of
contract.
my list.
I want to
Yeah.
hear this rule.
We'll talk about that when we come back. This morning's with Michael and Friends.
Yeah,
Power
I'll give you
108.9.
mine too.
Hey, what's
know-
up,
we know
Queen?
yours,
Yeah,
Brian.
that's
Come
my
Oh
on,
yeah, I
kid.
be asking you what you gonna have at the reception.
She in the building, girl.
What y'all cooking?
Hey, Mama.
I
Hey,
wanna know what
Mama
you
Roz.
like.
I love you
Hey.
too. Thank you so much. Hey, Harvey. Thank you.
What y'all making
Thanks,
at the
Sakina.
repack?
Danny, girl. I've been crunk like this. I've been crunk like this all my life, ain't I? I'm proud of you too, boo.
Hey, Miss Evans.
Right. I need to get full then come.
Bianca. Hey, little sis. I love you, girl. Thanks for the love. Danny, them beefcakes. That girl was not happy, honey. She's like, I'm coming to bed with a pad on. Sister. Good morning, Faith. All the way from Toledo.
We're back,
Ohio.
y'all.
Come at the end of the
We
year.
busy.
So much
For sure.
Mornings with the Michael and Friends on Power 108.9. Today's show is being brought to you by Brian Jobert,
Yeah.
L&B Tax Service, all the way from New Orleans, baby. Whoa, they.
Hey.
You can check out the
Ooh.
website
You heard me, baby.
lbtaxservice.com. He's not a tax preparer.
What
He's a
is
tax
it?
professional.
Professional.
We've been doing this since 1996. Shout out to LB Tax Service.
Show you
Visit the
right.
website lbtaxservice.com. Also, we're celebrating the birth of one Cherie Turner. She's in the building with us today, and she brought her good friend Isis in.
What is?
Y'all know we're gonna play some this or that today to see who knows her best, me or her best friend. Yeah, it's gonna be
About
fun.
to beat the socks off my-
Also, President 45 commented on the inappropriate touching of allegations against former Vice President Joe Biden on Tuesday by asking, "You having a good time, Joe?"
I want to beat them ladies up.
45 began by referring to a report from that Bernie Sanders supporters were behind the allegations. Now, the socialists are really taking care of him, 45 told the National Republican Congress the other day. He said, "I was going to call him. I really don't know him well. I was going to say, welcome to the world, Joe. You having a good time yet?" Because, 45 has been placed under those.
Right.
But y'all need to leave 45 alone because he will clap back at you. I don't know why y'all still mess with that, brother.
Why they put those allegations out? Because the current president do it on a regular basis and get away with it. So what difference does it make if he touched somebody's shoulders or her nipple? Like, 45 do it on a regular basis.
On a regular basis.
The cat, the whole crotch.
Double standards. Double standards. But do you think Bernie's people had something to do with it? Because according to the polls, Bernie Sanders actually trails Joe Biden, and Joe Biden hadn't even announced that he was running yet.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders had a lot to do with it because he can't grab nobody's nipple. That's what it is. He want to grab some crotches.
So, Isis.
What up? Keon said he's trying to call in.
How'd y'all meet?
Somebody trying to call in. Keon, call that number.
How did we meet? We met at church.
Okay.
New Mercies Christian Church.
Shout out to New Mercies.
By way of Javon Wilson. Shout out to Javon for the connection.
Yeah. Where are you from originally?
Athens, Georgia.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Athens.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it started coming out when she started talking about church. Shout out to Athens. Now, how long you been in the A?
Since 1999. I graduated high school and I got the hell on.
I hear you. So you ain't that person that be out of town. They be like, "Where you from, Shawty?" "I'm from Atlanta."
No, I'm from Athens. I'm a rep Lil A all day, every day.
Right? Claiming Atlanta. What part of Atlanta you live in? Oh, I live in Athens. That's Athens. What's it about Cherie that makes her such a good friend?
Oh my gosh, where do I start? It is her birthday.
That's how she did.
I gotta pour it on thick today because it's her birthday. But no, Cherie's a dope person. Like her spirit, as you were talking about earlier, like she's on 10 all the time for the most part. Very giving, very loving, huge heart, very encouraging. Get on my nerves sometimes with it, but she will push you forward, definitely. So very good person to have in your corner. I appreciate her. Like all friendships, we've had our ups and downs, but we always seem to bounce back and figure it out. So
Cherie,
I'm glad we're here.
You got a birthday wish on the phone.
Hello. Hi, Cherie. It's Danny.
I love you. Me and Danny been friends since, I don't know, like over 20-something years. Over 25 years, Danny, right?
Yes. Karina was about 1 or 2.
She wasn't even born yet. Remember, I started at the place before I even got pregnant. We were at the Manor.
Right. Yep. We were at the Manor of Perrysburg, and then we went to college together for criminal justice. I wouldn't have made it without her.
Thank you, Danny. I love you. Thanks for calling in. Tell them something great about me. Just say something great about me.
She has always been a huge supporter of anything that anybody that she does. She's number one, and she told her I want to go back to school. She told me to go, and before I left university, I was enrolled. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't mean to do all that. I just wanted to go talk to somebody.
That's her.
You're dope.
Teresa did too much for me.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Daddy. Have a great day.
You too, hon. Love you.
Love you too.
Whenever I make it to Atlanta again.
All right.
That's Cherie.
Hey, that's how she does. Hey, you know what this sound right here means? That. Oh, that's a commercial right there. No, that's a commercial, but shout out to your friends. But y'all know what this sound right here means. It's time for us to play some this or that.
All right.
So she admitted on air that she cheated off me entirely.
No, she did not.
She said she wouldn't have got through without
She's just saying that was her study partner.
Where I come from, that means
you cheated.
Hey, you got to help your friends out.
Yeah, you wouldn't have did that.
Mornings with Michael and Friends. Y'all know when y'all hear that sound, it's time to play some this or that. And today, Cherie is on the hot seat since we are celebrating the day of her birth. Hey, did you know also that on this day in 1986 that the U.S. national debt hit $2 trillion?
Oh, Lord, that's terrible news.
Don't bring up the bad stuff, Michael.
I'm just saying.
This is all.
Don't bring that negativity to us today. Don't you bring that negativity.
Leave that energy over there with 45.
Hey, it was also on this day too, y'all.
What?
1968.
What happened?
Dr. Martin Luther King delivered his mountaintop speech.
Sure did. Now, that I remember.
But hold on, just 24 hours before he was assassinated. So, yeah, tomorrow is the anniversary of his assassination. Yeah. So yeah, that happened today too. So you know how this game works. Isis is in the building. Isis, this is an opportunity for us to get to know our guests a little better. But Cherie's not a guest. She's part of the family. She's a host with the most here at Mornings with Michael and Friends on Wednesday. Let's clarify that.
Well, I'll be joining the show every day. Every morning I'll be taking over with Michael and Friends.
Let's clarify that.
On Wednesday.
Coming soon.
She's going to do the Joy A. Pearson.
That's right.
Just show up every day.
Coming soon.
Next thing you know, we got T-shirts and Facebook pages and everything. So here's how the game worked. We knew that her birthday was coming up, so what we did was we got some questions for her, and we answered the questions based off how we think she would answer.
Okay.
And because you know her, you've been knowing her longer, you should win.
I should. I better win, or I'm gonna have a bad day after this.
I bet.
we gonna redo some
friendship contract.
So we already know you grew up in Toledo, right?
Right.
And you already admitted that you had roaches.
We had roaches, yeah.
So the first question, like, did y'all have y'all cereal in a pantry or on top of a refrigerator?
On top of the refrigerator.
Okay, yeah, I figured that. Where your cereal in Athens? Y'all probably had a pantry though, right?
Yeah.
No, we had it on top of the refrigerator.
Oh, okay, cool. What y'all keep in that pantry though? That
canned food,
the broom, the mop, ketchup, right?
Canned food, grits.
Who the hell put the ketchup in the refrigerator? That's what I want to know.
Man,
No.
okay, so I do now because somebody started it and I kept it going, but I don't know why.
You're not supposed to. No.
And the mustard, but now I like cold mustard, so
it don't get bad in the cupboard.
No, it don't. It never has.
Yeah, and then you don't want cold ketchup on your hot fries.
I've always done it.
That's true. That'll mess your fries up.
That is true.
You already put.
Yeah, I put mustard in the refrigerator, but I put the ketchup. I keep the ketchup out. So now that I'm thinking about it, what's the difference?
I don't know. Anybody on live know what the difference is?
So here's the deal.
Ketchup?
What?
We're gonna see who knows you best. You got some callers calling in too. On the birthday shout outs too.
Let's get these phone lines.
So here's the deal. You ready?
I'm ready.
You wake up in the morning, got 2 boxes of cereal on the table. One is Frosted Flakes, the other is Captain Crunch. Which one are you choosing?
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. 1 Michael, 0 Isis.
Kenny!
Cheetos or cheese puffs?
Cheetos.
Cheetos. Okay, we both got that one. 2-1. All right, how about this one? Mexican or Italian? And we're talking food, not men.
Mexican.
Mexican. Okay, 2-2. Would it be different if we said men?
Yep.
Okay. What about this one? Lemon pepper wings or hot wings?
Lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper. All right, Isis, you is rocking and rolling right now. You rocking and rolling right now. All right, how about this one? McDonald's fries or Chick-fil-A fries?
Chick-fil-A.
Ah, damn it.
All day.
4-2 is the scope. Cruise vacation or destination vacation?
Destination.
Destination. 5-2 is the score. Okay.
You know I hate cruises.
Why you do? You hate cruises?
Yeah, I had enough.
Oh man, I love cruises. I do too, bro. All right, how about this one? Vegas or Miami? Miami. Something happened in Miami.
Yeah.
Where's that little Italian dude you bumped into? I here go a real hood question for you. Grape Kool-Aid or red Kool-Aid?
Red.
Red Kool-Aid. Bam. All right, so here's the deal. The score is 4-6. Isis is in the lead. But because we are celebrating the birth of one Eddie Murphy today, the bonus question is going to be worth 58 points.
Okay.
But before we go to the bonus question, Cherie,
Huh?
you got somebody on the line that want to say happy birthday.
Who that is?
Happy birthday. Who's calling?
Happy birthday, boo.
Hey! Who is that? Who is that?
This is Toyin.
That's my other bestie. Hey, Toyin.
This is Fadiva.
Look,
I must love you because I don't do this in the morning. You messing up my little walk with God in the morning. But I'm like, I picked my phone up first this morning. I saw you. I was like, oh, Lord, I got to call in.
Aww.
Thank you, Toyin. I love you. God is good. He gonna bless you today for blessing me.
He is.
Yeah, bestie. I'll see you tonight, girl. Toyin is the bomb, y'all.
You know I will. But I got a question. what's the deal with the cereal in the pantry and on top of the refrigerator? Because my cereal's in the pantry right now. What y'all talking about? What
Y'all
that about?
rich.
Now, what happened? People that be having a cereal on top of the refrigerator, they really don't have no pantry. They ain't got no money.
Exactly. We didn't have a pantry.
We poor.
Oh, sorry. Back in the day, it was on top of the refrigerator.
Exactly.
Thank you very much for calling in.
Bye, Toyin.
Pantry was back then.
Exactly.
Thank you, Toyin.
All right, so now it's the bonus question.
All right.
Let's do this. Best friend.
I'm gonna win this game.
Come on,
So what we say? The bonus question is worth how many points? 58 points.
58.
So you're having a big birthday party tonight, right?
Yes.
Where you partying at?
One Cigar Lounge on Spring Street.
So after you leave the party, you don't feel like driving home, and you don't want to do Uber or Lyft.
Nope.
So what I do is I hand you the trap phone, and the trap phone ain't got but 3 telephone numbers in it. So you can only call one of these people to drive you home. All right. For 58 points in the win, who are you calling? Is it Marlon Jackson, Tito Jackson, or Randy Jackson?
I need you.
Who are you going to call? Randy, Marlon, or Tito for 58 points and the win?
Marlon.
Marlon for 58 points.
Yeah.
Isis, you still won though. Congratulations. You know your friend better.
I said Tito. Why would you choose Marlon?
picked Randy.
I wouldn't changed none of them.
I picked Randy.
Randy.
That's the baby. No.
Randy's the one on American Idol.
No.
No.
When we come back,
Brian on another show today.
when we come back, we're gonna get this hot
Whole
water
nother show.
heater
Randy
fixed.
Jackson.
Happy birthday, Cherie. It's Borders with Michael and
That's not
Friends.
Randy Jackson.
No.
His name is Randy.
His name is Randy Jackson.
Because I'd be
But
like,
it's
man,
a
he didn't
different
gain
Randy.
some
We
weight.
talking
He
about
always said
Shut
that.
up, man.
What the hell
Ray-
he got?
My sister said Randy too. They was like Randy.
Randy, right.
Thanks, Tinsley. I love you, girl.
Like Jordan stressed him
I hope I
out.
see you tonight. Hey, Dr. Keisha.
Oh,
In the
y'all
building.
crazy.
Eating binges.
Hey, Karan. I love you, boo. Thanks so much. Hey, Godfrey. Hey, Regina.
Mornings with Michael and Friends. Power 108.9 as we wrap up today's show.
Hey,
Today's
Faith.
show is brought to you by LB Tax Service. My man Brian Jobert
Yeah.
dropping that knowledge today. We're gonna tell you about them ones,
Right.
ones, and ones, because those ones equal 5, and you wonder why
Yeah.
your money messed up. It's because you put all them damn ones on there. You got to add them things up.
I just learned
Yeah.
something today.
Hey, we
Yeah,
celebrating
yeah, you gotta
Cherie's
do that.
birthday today. As a matter of fact, the phone lines are jumping. They want somebody want to tell Cherie happy birthday. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's
This is Coach Battle in his kindergarten class. Start singing.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to Cherie.
Sing it in your church voice, Keon.
Happy birthday to you. Tell them how great y'all is.
That's dope, Keon.
All right, we love you, Cherie.
Love you
Bye-bye.
too. Thank you. Oh, that was so
They
nice.
gonna bring her a box of crayons.
Yeah, thank you.
Power 108.9.
Aw.
Coach K in the building.
Keisha calling in to say happy birthday.
Hey, Keisha, thank you. Keisha.
That's all she
Hello?
wanted to
Did
say.
she hang
That's all she
up? Keisha,
wanted to
you
say.
hung up?
Keisha.
Hello, sis. How are
I'm
you?
good. Hi, Dr. Keisha. Thanks for calling.
No worries. Thank you. I just want to say happy birthday.
Oh, I love you so much. Thank you for that.
Hey, I just want to say happy birthday to you, and I pray that everything that you receive on today, that you enjoy, and I love you.
Thank you so much, Keisha. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Enjoy.
Oh, Keisha got the voice.
She got sophisticated. And
She
they say
got the
birth- my-
voice.
my
Keisha,
friend-
we know, girl.
my
And
friends
it's
be
early in the
calling it
morning.
about
You got
birthday.
the voice.
Birthday, happy
Birthday.
birthday.
Yeah,
Good
Keisha
kid.
got it in, but I think Keisha was probably watching the feed. So she started hearing herself talk.
Yeah.
And she was
So
like,
it's-
At first, I
It's
thought it was
scary.
a
delay.
recording.
I did too.
I like she recorded it, and I'm gonna play this back for her.
Hey, Brian Joe Bear's in the building. Happy birthday to Cherie. LBTaxService.com.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here today, once again, you didn't show everybody the gift. I got you, Cherie. I
But
was thinking about you.
let us not forget that gift.
Yeah.
What you get, girl? What you get?
Let the Lord use
Power
108.9.
That look like a bottle we don't need to open for a while. You know, it got that little stamp on the side.
This is a stamp of approval for Michael McFadden. Tonight it
Wait.
goes out for me. Thank you. Power 108.9.
It's been sitting in the pantry for about 3 years.
Oh, y'all got a pantry. Y'all rich. Okay.
They rich.
Let me
They
come over
rich.
there.
A pantry with wine.
With
My
wine,
wine
right.
is on top of the refrigerator.
Hey,
Gift that I was trying to get you.
And Brian Jobert tried to get me a gift this morning. But what?
Nothing was open.
Nothing was open.
Absolutely
The
nothing.
attempt is
Not even the gas
I
station.
told Brian.
Starbucks.
I told Brian
Starbucks. You would have
today was your birthday. Yesterday.
At 10:30.
Ah.
What it was 10:30.
It was not that late.
It was about 10:30 p.m. last night.
How you gonna be coming on here every
Publix
Wednesday and don't
already
bring me a gift?
closed.
Everybody holler.
I ain't need an office at 12.
And look at her. Look.
Grief counseling.
Hey,
You know,
before we get out of here, Cherie, what you got coming up tonight?
Hey guys, tonight we're celebrating at One Cigar Lounge. For me, the one and only me, got a section. Come and celebrate with me. I'm the queen. It's all about me today. Oh, and I'll share with Reese Odom. So check me out. And Cash App is on my Facebook.
What's your Cash App, girl? Drop it.
Cash App, the $sign is
Uh-huh.
Cherie for sure. Cherie for sure needs your money today.
And
Hey,
it's the
Uncle Mark.
number 4. Let me
The
post
number
it.
four.
Thank you for clearing that up for you.
Let me
Isis,
help
what you
out.
got coming up today?
What I have coming up today
Can we follow you on social
is
media?
Cherie's holiday. Yes, you can follow me on social media. IG is Blushed Beautiful. That is my makeup business name. It is Blushed Beautiful. And on Facebook, I am Isis Kinney.
There you go. Shout out to you, Isis. Isis, pleasure
Isis,
meeting you.
the nicest.
The
Michael.
nicest pleasure meeting you. Brian
Same
Jobert,
here.
best piece of advice that you can give our listeners
Hey.
today before we get out of
For
here.
this year, I keep preaching it. Everybody keep talking about get a business, y'all. You have to have a business. My fourth book is going to be called "If You Don't Have a Business, You Stupid."
My God, my
Bottom
God.
line.
You
Get you
gotta
an
have a business.
Avon, get you a Mary
Right now,
Kay, get
it's
you something.
it's the
huh?
best tax loophole that's out there. You know,
Mhm.
because it's the one thing that's not limited to your income, to the deduction situations or the new bill. Get a business, y'all. You got to do it. If you have a job and don't have a business, you losing. You don't keep posting you hashtag winning when you giving somebody 40 to 50% of your money. Start a business today.
There you go. LBTaxService.com. They can also call you
Yeah.
too, can't they, Brian?
Yeah, you can call the office, make your appointment, ask questions, file an extension. We didn't even talk about that. We're in April.
Oh,
Yes,
We're in
and
April.
Isis
Right.
still
April
haven't
the
filed her
3rd, y'all.
taxes.
April
Get her.
15th is the deadline. You're talking
Get
about
her.
less than 2 weeks is the deadline. But this is a different year because I would say only 50% of our clients have filed.
Okay.
You know, and so people are real late. Give it the shutdown that you was able to start filing late, you know, this year, and the shutdown, it threw people way off. But don't pay stupid money. File an extension. If you can't file by the 15th, at least do the extension, which will buy you some time into October, y'all. So call us at 678-213-1141. Follow me on IG at richboy, RICHBOIJUP1. Rich Boy Jupe. So holla at me.
LBTaxService.com is the website. Hey, don't forget tonight is 20 years in counting with Latasha and Michael. And then right after that, it is the T Marie Radio Show with T Marie and Q. She got the cast coming in of a movie coming in. I think one of the Braxtons gonna be here tonight. I'm not sure which one though.
Oh, okay.
And the Braves
Tawana
play tonight
probably.
too. So
Yeah, the
shout out
Braves
to the
got a
Atlanta
game
Braves.
tonight.
Hey, oh yeah, shout out to the That's What You Get award. It goes to
What's
a
up with this?
Colombian social media influencer. She's based out of Miami. Her name is Jenny. She's 26. She was arrested Friday for money laundering, along with her parents, after authorities investigated the flashy purchases that she flaunted on social media, like this brand new red Lamborghini that she got. Now, she lived a lavish lifestyle in Miami, frequently posting pictures of her designer clothes, expensive cars, luxury vacations in Europe. She did it on Facebook and Instagram. Now, her father, whose name is Omar, is accused of accepting millions of dollars in bribes in his role as a mid-level customs inspector at the Colombian seaport in Bonaventure in exchange for letting untaxed goods pass into the country. Now, Jenny has been charged with money laundering and is currently under house arrest. Her father and mother are in prison on additional charges of aiding smugglers and corruptions. corruptors. She was arrested after investigators looked at her extravagant purchases. She just purchased this red Lamborghini that was $300,000. They saw it on Facebook and Instagram, and the Fed said, "You know what? Let's find out what she's really doing." The Miami University graduate claimed that she bought her luxury purchases by developing a business that included an ice cream shop and a trading service. Wow, they balling like that at the ice cream shop?
Yeah, ice cream is popular.
Brian did say. Brian's advice today was what? Get a business. She got her one,
but it ain't working for everybody.
What was she
that's what you get, right? That's what you get. Your daddy is corrupt. You corrupt.
Your
mama corrupt. Everybody in jail.
Everybody.
Hey, tomorrow's Thursday. Y'all know what that means.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
It's Thursday. Yeah. Hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow. It's Mornings with Mike and Friends on Power 108.9. Happy birthday, Sheree.
Happy birthday, girl.
Word of advice to everybody out there: if you're doing illegal things, stay off social media with it.
Hey, cousin Mark. I never know if it's Uncle Mark.
It's heard that you heard it here first.
Hey, Sharon.
All right, shout out
Jimmy?
to the DAC.
Appreciate it. Hey, Laura. Hey.
Getting that award at the Rich Boy Entrepreneur Award and Conference and Award Show is phenomenal. Yeah, we're gonna put them flyers out and post it this week. So, man, look, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy. We got Eric Thomas, ET, on the lineup. Y'all, come on, man. If y'all don't know about ET, get on that. Yeah. Actually, Joey got an award last year for the new video. Yeah, we gave away awards.